Amos, what is that you got there in your hand?
Well, that's a tag I took off of the world's greatest TV set.
How you know that's the world's greatest TV set?
Well, I say right there on the tag, engineered by CBS Columbia.
Yep, that's the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
CBS Columbia, makers of America's most advanced radio and television receivers, present transcribed The Amos and Andy Show, written by Joe Connolly and Bob Mosier, featuring Johnny Lee, Ernestine Wade, Amanda Randolph, Will Wright, Roy Glenn Sr., Vince Townsend, Lud Gluskin's music, yours truly, Harlow Wilcox, and starring radio's all-time favorites, Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. Amos and Andy!
Hello there, this is Charles Correll. You know what they say about building a better mousetrap, don't you? Well, that's just what happens when you build a better TV set. For the past few weeks, we've been telling you about the sensational new 21-inch CBS Columbia table model with sweep tuning. It's the most exciting new set in the television industry today. And it's been so much in demand that dealers are often completely sold out in a day or two. Now, here's some good news. Just before we went on the air, my partner Freeman Gosden and I received a telegram from CBS Columbia. It says, quote, "Please tell our listeners that production of new 21-inch CBS Columbia TV sets with sweep tuning has been increased to keep up with the unprecedented demand." Unquote. Now that, I think, is mighty good news. Plenty more of these spectacular new bright idea sets are now at your dealers. So if you got there too late last time, plan to go early this week to see this remarkable new CBS Columbia TV set with sweep tuning. It's the first new idea in TV sets in many, many years. Meanwhile, remember that CBS Columbia is the TV set manufacturing division of the Columbia Broadcasting System, the greatest name in home entertainment.
Well, one of the greatest American pastimes is taking the IQ tests that you find in the back of your daily newspaper. Right now, Sapphire is asking the questions from today's paper, and her mother and the Kingfish are matching wits.
All right, next question. Who invented the steamboat?
The steamboat, that's easy. Eli Whitney.
Robert Fulton.
Mama's right, George.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Eli Whitney invented the machine for taking the cotton out of the gin. Or was it to get the gin out the cotton? Which was it?
Next question. Who were Tristan and Isolde?
Oh, that's a snap. I know that one. Tristan, he batted lead off, and Isolde was cleanup man for the St. Louis Cardinals, 1928.
You big dummy. Tristan and Isolde were two characters in one of Wagner's greatest operas.
Well, that's the last of the questions. Now I'll total up your scores. Let's see. Well, Mama, you only got 3 wrong.
Yeah, you big dummy.
Well, Mama, according to what it says here, that score says you're an adult of above average intelligence.
Oh!
Never mind the old walrus. How did I come out? Is I an adult above the average intelligence?
Well, George, according to the number you got wrong, you ain't even been born yet.
No wonder he ain't never got a job. His brain is still in diapers.
Now listen, Mama, Sapphire must have been slipping you the answers. Because you ain't never impressed me as being no Phi Beta Kipper, you know. That IQ of yours, you'd have to study to be a pinhead, I know.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I went out looking for a job, I wouldn't have no trouble.
Oh, what you talking about? I'll bet you that I could get a job fast and you could any day in the week.
Oh, I could get a job quicker than you could.
Oh, I could get one a lot quicker than you could.
Well, why don't you settle it?
What do you mean?
Well, tomorrow morning, Mama will go out and look for a job.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then, George, you can go out and look for a job.
Yeah, like the marinated herring said, I was all right till I opened my big mouth. That's all. Yes, Andy, that's why I come down here to the lodge hall to look for a job.
A job? Holy mackerel, Kingfish. You mean after all these years you was selling out to the enemy?
Well, Andy, I was forced into it. I said, I told him, I said, I could get a job before my mother-in-law. And if I don't, I'll be disgraced for life.
Yeah, that's right. You wouldn't want her to get the upper hand. I guess that old gal is about the meanest thing this side of the Iron Curtain.
Well, I got the classified ad section here. I done checked a few jobs. Hey, here's something here. Look here. Help wanted male and female. Thompson Department Store, new branch opening this week. Situations open in all categories. Applied employment office, room 508 for aptitude test. Many executive positions still open. And this is it.
Yeah, that's over on 134th Street. I know that place. That's a nice-looking store. The other day when it was raining, I went in there and tried on shoes for a couple of hours.
Yeah, tell you what I do. I'll go over to Thompson's, Andy, and I'll show my mama-in-law who can get a job faster. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say here that you got to take an aptitude test, Andy. What's that, is that where to take the blood out your ear?
No. That's to find out your IQ. I took one of them during the war down to draft board.
Yeah, how'd you make out, Andy?
Not so good. The man said if I was a horse, they'd have to destroy me.
Oh, no.
All right, pick up your papers on my desk here for the aptitude test. There you are. Here. Now, here's yours. You have a full hour.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have one of them, please?
Sure, here you are. You have a full hour. Take a seat at any one of those desks.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Hello, George.
Mama, what you doing down here?
Well, I seen the ad in the paper, and I'm taking the aptitude test, too. And I bet you my brains will come out on top.
Your brains?
Yes.
I see better brains than yours laying on a piece of Melba toast.
We'll see about that.
All right, everybody, start the test. You have exactly 1 hour. All right, time is up. Time is up. Turn your papers into room 515. All papers to 515. You'll be notified of the results of the test by mail.
Holy mackerel, I just finished the thing in time. Oh, me, I wonder how I did.
Well, how'd you do, George?
Fine, Mama, fine. It was a snap. I went through it faster than Einstein going through Guppy's reader.
Well, George, I have some shopping to do. I wonder if you'd turn my paper in with yours at room 515.
Yeah. Give me the thing. I'll see you later, Mama.
Okay, George.
515 is down the hall here. Well, look like Mama done a pretty good job here on her paper. She's an old walrus, but she's a pretty bright old walrus. Yeah, if she did better than me, I'd never live it down. I wonder. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. There's no one in the hall here. I'll scratch out Mama's name, put my name on her paper, and I'll put her name on my paper here. Yeah, there. Ain't no sense taking any chances. Last time I took an IQ, I ended up by owing them 15 points. I ain't gonna do that.
Harlow, why don't you tell the folks about the television set that's standing the TV business on its ear?
I'd love to, Charlie. Folks, we're talking about the Bright Idea TV Set of the Year from CBS Columbia. It's the brilliant new 21-inch CBS Columbia table model with sweep tuning, the first new idea in TV sets in many, many years. This is a set that's brimming with bright ideas. It's got sweep tuning, the quickest, handiest, most sight-saving station tuner ever built. It has a new cabinet finish that can't chip, crack, stain, scratch, or peel. It comes in 4 perky colors. Its graceful new slenderized cabinet fits any leftover space. And most important, it gives you a picture that's a joy to behold. Why, with its new giant-powered CBS Columbia chassis and built-in antenna, it actually outperforms many sets twice its bulk and price. What is that price? Just $165. That's right. Only $165 for a 21-inch TV set, including federal tax and warranty. This is the set you've got to see. Ask your dealer for a demonstration of sensational new CBS Columbia TV with sweep tuning.
Well, I better get in the apartment here. It was 2 days ago that I switched them test papers with Mama. I should be hearing from the department store any day now. Well, let me get in here.
Is that you, George?
Yes, honey, it's me.
Me and Mama been waiting for you.
Yeah.
Look, George, these 2 letters came today from the Thompson department store. One for you and one for Mama, and we've been waiting for you to come home. Open yours first, George.
Be only too happy to. Yeah, glad to hear. You got one too, huh, Mama?
Yeah. Let's see how you made out, Baldy.
Mama, I got an idea in just a second here. You was going to be smirking from the other side of your upper plate. Let me get this letter open here. Now, let's see. Say here, dear sir, now listen to this. This is to inform you that as a result of your aptitude test, in which you scored a mark of 74, placing you 45th in our list of applicants, you have been given the job in our delivery department as a messenger. Kindly report Monday. Ha ha! Messenger, see there? There's brains for you. I got a job. Well, Mama-in-law, dear, open your letter.
Yes, hurry up, Mama.
Yeah, I hope it won't be too much of a shock for you. Yeah, I can see it now. Dear madam, it is our unpleasant duty to inform you that there's no place in our organization for lunkheads.
Now, George, you stop that. Mama, what does your letter say?
Yeah, what is it?
Wait, let's see now here. Dear Mrs. Smith, this is to inform you that as a result of your aptitude test, in which you scored a mark of 100, placing you number 1 in our list of applicants, we find you qualified for an executive position. We are assigning you to our delivery room, where you will have full charge of all our messengers. Kindly report.
Oh, no. As the salmon said when the fisherman put the gaff in him, I'm not only up the creek, but I furnish my own transportation.
Hello, delivery room, Mrs. Smith speaking. Oh, yes, sir. I'll put one of our messengers on it right away. Thank you. Come in.
Excuse me, Mama-in-law, dear, but I have to deliver this big package down at 72nd Street. I come for car fare. Must I taxi it or must I bus it?
It's only 62 blocks. You'll heel and tow it. Pass the meat platter, George.
Yeah, you will, Mama.
And you better get a move on down at the store, too.
Yes, Mama.
And where was you this afternoon when I was looking for you?
Well, sorry, Mama, but one of them big cases fell on my foot. And I went up to the infirmary to get him to stop the bleeding.
How dare you? In the future, if you got any bleeding to do, you do it on your own time.
Yes, Mama, I'll bleed on my own time. Oh, Andy is terrible, yeah. She drives me around the store like a dog all day, and then I gets it again at night.
Boy, that was certainly a nasty boomerang there. Getting a job and having your mom-in-law as your boss.
Oh, I tell you, Andy is terrible. Mom-in-law blasting at me all the time. The only peace and quiet I had in the week was last Thursday night. She tried to eat a 4-decker sandwich and the jaws locked on her for 2 hours.
Well, listen, Kingfish, why don't you just up and quit the job?
Well, I can't, Andy. I can't give in to my mom-in-law. I can't admit defeat. I'm going to fight, Andy. I'll never be able to live with that woman as long as I live. I got to fight this out.
Yeah, that's right. If there was only some way that you could get the best of her.
Oh, yeah, if I could only think of,
Come in.
Well, Algonquin Jack Calhoun, how is you, boy?
Yeah, what are you doing over here, Calhoun?
Oh, I just come from the city hall. I had to go out of town last week, and while I was gone, I asked my best friend to see that Miguel didn't get lonely. I even loaned him my tuxedo.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah, he brought the suit back this morning, and guess what I found in the pockets?
What, Calhoun?
2 tickets from the Tunnel of Love, a dance program, 2 stubs from the second balcony of the Bijou, and a traffic ticket for night parking on Observatory Hill.
Oh, yeah, and you've been down to court to take some action, huh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna let no friend of mine get stuck with no ticket.
Well, we all got our troubles, Calhoun.
Yeah, well, what's the matter with you, Kingfish? Look at that face of yours. Last time I seen anything that sad looking was in a bowl of clam chowder.
I don't know. I messed myself up. You see, me and my mother-in-law applied for a job, and I switched aptitude tests. I switched the papers, and she ended up by being my boss. I really outfoxed myself this time.
Oh, yeah, that old lady is making a nervous wreck out of the Kingfish.
Well, if that's the case, the thing to do is get the old lady fired.
Fired? Yeah, well, how do we do that? How gonna get the woman fired?
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me tell you what to do. Why don't you go to the boss and make up some story about her being a undesirable employee?
Yeah, Andy. Yeah, that's the idea you got there. This is Sunday. Tell you what we could do. We could go to the man who owns the department store, Mr. Monahan. Yeah. Yeah, we could go right to his home. Yeah, tell him that the old lady is... Just tell him that she's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make up something. We'll do it. Yeah, it's our only chance.
Yeah, well, I gotta leave now, boys. See, I'm having lunch with my cousin Murgatroyd.
Oh, yeah, Murgatroyd, the bebop hipster. Yeah, what are you doing lately?
Well, he got a job last week playing trumpet in the circus band, and the other night the band was playing the act for the Lions, and right in the middle of the performance, one of them lions got loose and jumped in the orchestra. And just like that, he done ate up the second trombone player and the piccolo player.
Holy smokes. What did Murgatroyd do?
He nudged the tuba player next to him and said, "Man, where is that Patrilla when we needs him?"
Hello, folks. This is Freeman Gosden. I've been telling you for the past few weeks about CBS Columbia 360 full fidelity sound. Do you know what broadcast engineers around here say about it? Well, they call 360 sound the finest sound system in any TV set. Here's one of the most remarkable things about 360 sound. It is not only a joy to listen to, but it actually improves the quality of the picture. Now, I have here a report of a group of scientists who tested CBS 360 sound against the sound system of a well-known ordinary make of TV. The report states that 2 out of every 3 listeners felt the picture quality was best when accompanied by CBS Columbia 360 sound. So there you have impartial evidence that you get more out of your television with a CBS Columbia full fidelity receiver. Its 360 sound system has not 1 but 2 speakers. Yes, 2 powerful speakers of special design with deep cones and husky oversized magnets. The speakers are mounted on opposite sides of the cabinet so that the sound is all around you,
the whole room plays. Yes, the sound you get from a CBS Columbia full fidelity television set is never thin and harsh. It's always rich and round and lifelike. A perfect background for a perfect picture. That's why we can promise you will get more out of television with a CBS Columbia full fidelity TV receiver. Ask your dealer for a demonstration. You'll be amazed by the difference. Well, Andy, here's Mr. Monahan's house. Now, you remember everything we're going to tell Mr. Monahan.
Does I remember what we're going to tell Mr. Monahan? Who's Mr. Monahan?
You big dummy. He is Mama's boss at the department store. Yeah, we going to get her fired, you see.
Oh, yeah. I is all right now. Yeah. Knock on the door.
I sure hope he falls for this thing. It's my only chance, you see.
Yes, what is it?
Excuse me, sir. You Mr. Monahan, owner of the Thompson department store, ain't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, I as loyal employee Stevens. You probably heard the boys down the store refer to me as Old Faithful Dog Stevens, the company man.
No, I haven't heard of you, but what do you want?
Oh, Mr. Monahan, I has come here with important information that I feel you should know.
What is this information?
Well, Mr. Monahan, this is Mr. Brown right here. I think we better step inside, because what we going to brood about is rather confidential, and I'd rather do my brooding behind closed doors, you see.
Very well. Come in.
After you, Andy.
Yeah.
Take off your hat.
Now, what is all this about?
Mr. Monahan, it is my painful duty to inform you that you has a monster in your employ.
Yeah, and besides that, she's a nasty old lady.
Her name is Ramona Smith.
You mean Ramona Smith from the delivery room?
Yes, known in your employment records by that name, but known to the police of 4 continents as Ruthless Ramona, the child deserter.
What? Child deserter?
Yes, sir. While she labors in your store, this heartless woman has left 12 children at home, ages 2 to 9, without no parenthetical care. This man right here is here to confirm it. Here's her husband right here, this fellow.
Her husband?
Yeah, that's right. This poor unfortunate that she cast aside like a dried-out banana peel.
Yeah, that's me, all right. That's me.
Well, now, wait a minute. You mean to say that while she's working, she's neglecting her children? Why, she makes a good salary at the store.
Listen, mister, me and the kids never sees a dime of it. On payday, she goes right from the cashier's window to the racetrack.
Yes, it's a sad thing, mister, a sad thing.
Oh, yeah. Last week, she put the food money on a 3-horse parlay. Me and the kids listened to the race on the radio. Oh, I tell you, mister, it broke their little hearts when their New England boiled dinner pulled a tendon in the stretch.
Why, this is terrible. Betting the food money on horses.
Yeah, well, that ain't the half of it. The kids is starting school tomorrow, and they ain't got no clothes.
No clothes?
No, sir. Unless the old lady comes up with a winner today at Bay Meadows, them kids is going to have to barefoot at the PS-32 and the BVD.
Oh, yeah, mister, this is terrible. Just terrible.
Well, wait a minute. You're their father. Why don't you do something for these poor, neglected children? You're a man. Why don't you do something?
Well, you see, Yeah, Kingfish, why don't I?
Well, don't forget, Miss Brown, you was a sick man. You practically left a dying bed to stag over here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I as sick as a dog, mister.
Well, this is certainly a sorry state of affairs. A woman neglecting her family. I won't have this woman disgrace my department store. No. She'll receive her notice first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, good.
You've done a great service to the company, Stevens, and I won't forget this.
Oh, yeah, sir. I done it out of loyalty. Like I say, loyal Stevens, they call me, the old faithful dog.
Why, that woman ought to be behind bars.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, sir. Thank you very much, and good day, sir.
Yeah, good day.
Oh, Andy. I didn't think we could do it, Andy, but we done pulled it off. I got my mom-in-law fired. It was great work. What's the matter with you, Andy?
Well, I was just thinking. If I was as sick as I was supposed to be, I better go home and lay down for a while.
Oh, no. Well, Well, nice of you boys to walk with me back to my apartment. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I guess you had a big day at the store with your mama-in-law getting fired.
Kingfish, this is the dirtiest trick you ever done. Getting your poor mama-in-law fired? She must be heartbroken. Amos, she don't even know what hit her. They fired her this morning. She tried to see Miss Monahan, but they threw her right out the store.
Oh, yeah, I guess this'll convince her that men's is more smarter than women's.
Well, Kingfish, the only thing I hopes is that you gets a new boss that's 4 times worse than your mother-in-law. That'll teach you a lesson.
Oh, take it easy, Amos.
Well, ain't no chance of that happening, Amos. They giving another one of them aptitude tests to pick a new boss. They put an ad in the paper, and it's open to all the employees of the store, everybody else.
Yeah, and you got 100 in the last one. With your experience and everything, you'll probably get a higher mark than it's even possible to get.
Kingfish, don't you feel a little sorry for your mother-in-law? Don't be silly, Amos. That's like the worm feeling sorry because the early bird didn't get his 8 hours sleep. Well, what's going on here, fellas? What's going on here?
They just posted the results of the aptitude test for the head of the delivery room.
Well, let me see here. Yeah, look at there. First, Stevens. Well, how you like that?
Well, you certainly must have a good mark.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-oh. Here comes Mr. Monahan.
All right, quiet, everybody, quiet.
Yes, sir.
Quiet, please. I guess by now you've all seen the results of the aptitude test for the new head of our delivery room.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, we see the thing, yeah.
It was unfortunate we had to get rid of Mrs. Smith, but I think this time we really have the right person for the job.
Yeah, I agree with you there, yes, sir.
The results of this test show that this person has intelligence, resourcefulness, and outstanding leadership ability.
Yes, sir. I'm forced to agree with you again there.
And now, gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the new head of the delivery room, the one who got the highest mark in our aptitude test that was open to everyone. Come in, please. I want you to meet your new boss, men, Mrs. Sapphire Stevens.
How do you do, everybody?
Well, folks, we'd like to say goodnight for our sponsor, CBS Columbia, manufacturers of America's most advanced radio and television receivers.
That's right, folks. These sets are engineered by CBS Columbia.
We're inviting all of you to go in and see the brand new CBS Columbia sets for 1955. And when you do so, would you be kind enough to tell the dealer that Amos and Andy sent you? Thank you and good night.
See you next Sunday.
Be sure to be with us at the same time next Sunday for the Amos and Andy Show, transcribed and directed by Cliff Howell. Tonight's program was brought to you by CBS Columbia, manufacturers of full-fidelity television receivers. Now stay tuned for Armis Brooks, which follows immediately over most of these same stations.
This is the CBS Radio Network.